when she wakes up, your face will be the first thing she eats. I have a problem with mothers. I'm aware of that.
He's a pretty good character. He's got panache. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I want to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 3, Episode 12, entitled Helpless. I think this will be a pretty good one. Why? Because it's Season 3 and they've all been good, for one thing. Two, the last episode was kind of a Monster of the Week type episode, though I liked it quite a lot. I don't think they're going to Monster of the Week us back to back. So, and three, the title Helpless sounds kind of profound, you know, a little bit frightening. Perhaps a character ends up in an emotional and or physical helpless situation, and so it seems everything points to kind of perhaps a heavy episode, because there's not much you can guess from the title. Maybe we'll get a little world development, maybe we'll get a little character development. I don't know. Why don't we just get into it? Like, subscribe, and comment. Love reading your comments about this show, and I love being corrected when I say ridiculous things. Yeah, and if you like full reactions, the link to my Patreon's down below, and let's do it. She practice fighting?
Right in the heart.
Satisfied?
I'm not sure that's the word.
I didn't mean satisfied like...
No, I wasn't trying to.
Because we're not having satisfaction in the personal sense. I should go. Giles is...
Just waiting for you.
Thanks for the workout.
These
Am I gonna
two.
see you this week? You probably have plans.
Right, birthday. Actually, I do have a thing.
Date?
Nice attempt at casual. Actually, I do have a date. Older man. Very handsome. Likes it when I call him daddy.
Your father. It is your father, right?
Taking the ice show. It should be big fun.
Call me daddy, Buffy.
This one?
Amethyst.
Used for?
Oh, are we going to see Dad again?
Mints?
Oh, that's right. It's birthday.
And for cleansing one's aura.
Okay, so how do you know if one's aura is dirty? Somebody come by with a finger and write "wash me" on it?
I'm a realist. But since it is part of your training, I would appreciate your glib-free attention.
Sorry. It's just with Faith on one of her unannounced walkabouts, I feel like somebody should be patrolling.
Your Faith is not interested in proper training, so I must rely on you to keep up with yours.
I hate being the good one.
If it's not entirely beyond your capabilities, try to concentrate.
Wow, that was really funny looking. Could you do it again?
I'll kill you for that.
For that? What were you trying to kill me for before? Okay, so here's the deal.
Oh no!
Let me know if I'm not doing this right.
No, we're not going to go to Darg! What a stupid vampire. What happened to you?
Bit early in the day?
Giles, something's wrong.
Ah. Perhaps you shouldn't do that anymore.
On top of that, I got a bad case of the dizzies last night and almost let a vamp stake me. I'm way off my game.
Bad flu bug or something?
No, not sick. I can't get sick. My dad's coming to take me to the ice show. We do it every year for my birthday. Cancel, it's gonna
Do
break
you?
us out.
Forgo patrolling until you feel yourself again.
No, I just need to spend a little more time training.
Thank you.
Look, I know you guys think it's just a big dumb girly thing, but it's not. Every year my dad buys me cotton candy and one of those souvenir programs that has all the pictures, and okay, it's a big dumb girly thing, but I love it.
It's not so girly. Ice is cool. It's water, but it's not.
You and your dad have a tradition. Especially now. I think it might be time to put a moratorium on parties in my honor. Monsters crash, people die. I think I'll choose to celebrate this one with quiet reflection.
where is it written that quiet reflection can't be combined with cake and funny hats?
Alright, a Buffy birthday. I forgot to predict this.
Present. Ooh, present.
They're from your father. He can't afford to take off right now.
Oh, he's canceling.
It's all right there in the letter.
I was just thinking it might be nice to have a quiet birthday.
Wow, she's really upset about that. Kids are so emotional about their fucking birthdays.
How much longer, Hobson?
Maybe 6 hours, sir.
Once you finish, you and Blair can get some rest. Getting very close. Slayer's preparation is nearly complete.
Whoa.
A lot of sophisticated people go.
Yes.
Is she trying to get Giles to go?
Start with the grinding crystal again.
It's usually something that families do together.
I look very carefully for the tiny flaw at its core.
If someone were free, they'd take their daughters or their slayer.
Yes, but Buffy, I think we should concentrate now. I look for the flaw at its center.
Poor Buffy. I'll take you, Buffy, to the ice capades.
Buffy?
The hell? What is going on? They said the Slayer preparation. Is it possible that something happens when she turns 18 that's important?
Oh, sorry, did I zone out on you?
As we should,
Call it a night.
Whoa.
Good night.
It's not like a substitute Giles.
Good. She loves her new exercise wheel. She runs around, her nose wiggles around.
I meant, how's it going changing her back into a human being?
Still working on it. But I just got her the cutest little bell. It's just...
You don't do that to me. I waited for you at the bronze all night.
Amy's still a rat.
You made me look like some kind of dork in front of my posse. Hey, I'm not through here.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, the chick started it.
Are you okay?
I just got swatted down by some no-neck and rescued by Cordelia. What the hell is happening?
I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
Look, you're not getting the big picture here. I have no strength. I have no coordination. I throw knives like...
A girl?
Like I'm not the Slayer.
I assure you, we'll get to the bottom of whatever's causing this.
Promise me.
She should be highly suspicious that Giles is not, like, overly concerned.
Whenever a Slayer turns 18, it's a time-honored rite of passage.
It's an archaic exercise in cruelty. To lock her in this tomb, weakened, defenseless, to unleash that on her. I'm the one in the thick of it.
Which is why you're not qualified to make this decision. You're too close.
That's not true.
A Slayer is not just physical prowess. She must have cunning, imagination. And believe me, once this is all over, your Buffy will be stronger for it.
Or she'll be dead for it.
Wow, what the fuck kind of craziness is this? Some old tradition?
If this girl is everything you say, then you've nothing to worry about. Take care of it.
What is it? Oh no.
Come on.
The vamp?
Kralik, your pills. Open your mouth.
Kralik.
That's enough. Close it up.
What the fuck?
Maybe what we should be looking for is something like, Slayer kryptonite.
Faulty metaphor. Kryptonite kills.
You're assuming I meant the green kryptonite. I was referring, of course, to the red kryptonite, which drains Superman of his powers.
Wrong. The gold kryptonite's a power sucker. The red kryptonite mutates Superman into some sort of weird...
Guys, reality.
Buffy.
If I don't get my powers back, then I don't. I'll deal.
This could open up so many...
Did you find anything?
No, not yet.
Giles is suspiciously not interested in the fact that his Slayer can't do anything anymore. I'm surprised they aren't like, what the fuck, Giles?
It's your shift.
So he's obviously a vampire because he had fangs. but why they got him trapped in this weird...
Yes.
What pills they're giving him? I think this is gonna fuck up. Yeah, he's gonna get out.
Take them. Pills! They're right in front of you. Where? Here. I can't see, can't reach it.
Open your eyes.
Shh. Everything's okay now.
Wow.
Thank you.
You really like it?
Of course I do.
Then why'd you seem more excited last year when you got a severed arm in a box?
I'm sorry. It's just suddenly there's this chance that my calling's a wrong number, and it's just freaking me out a little.
Understandable.
Angel, what if I have lost my power?
You lived a long time without it. You can do it again.
But what if I can't? I've seen too much. I know what goes bump in the night. What if I just hide under my bed all scared and helpless? Or what if I just become pathetic? Hanging out at the old Slayer's home, talking people's ears off about my glory days. Showing them Mr. Bourne's
The old
mistakes.
Slayer's home.
Buffy, you can never be helpless or boring, not even if you tried.
Before I was the Slayer, I don't want to say shallow, but let's say a certain person who will remain nameless. We'll just call her Spordelia. Looked like a classical philosopher next to me.
I saw you before you became the Slayer.
What?
Yeah, she doesn't even know this.
It was a bright afternoon out in front of your school. You walked down the steps, and I loved you.
Why?
Because I could see your heart.
Filled with blood.
You held it before you for everyone to see. And more than anything in my life, I wanted to keep it safe. To warm it with my own.
You too.
That's beautiful. Or taken literally incredibly gross.
I was just thinking that too.
Oh, she turned him into a vampire. His friend never came to check on him.
You're up. I was afraid I drained you too much. I do that sometimes. Ever have a tune you can't get out of your head? It keeps playing over and over and drives me nuts. Thank you. It's a game, you know. We're not gonna play by their rules, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna play. Why don't you call your friend in here? We'll discuss it over dinner.
He's gonna turn a friend too, and then they'll pretend not to be vampires.
Quentin?
So he's been making Buffy helpless with the serum on purpose, because then they put her through some ritual where she faces a vampire who's all controlled normally, so that she can experience true fear and grow as a result. But instead, they've escaped. They're gonna find you if you don't get that fuck out of there. I guess he got away. This is sketchy to put the Slayer in this position.
Hey, sweet girl. How much for a lap dance for me and my buddy?
Yeah.
Walk me home, Angel. No, I'm fine. I can take care of myself. Hummers. I like guys that can remember the lyrics.
You know, I wish I could, but my mind just isn't what it used to be.
Let me go.
You didn't say please.
Somebody please help me!
Slayer!
Stop! Please, I need help! Please stop!
Giles! Whew. Is he gonna tell her? I've been making you helpless.
Broken. Giles, please, we have to figure out what's happening to me.
I know what's been happening to you.
It's an organic compound. The effect is temporary. You'll be yourself again in a few days. It's a test, Buffy. It's given to the Slayer if she reaches her 18th birthday. The Slayer is disabled and then entrapped with a vampire foe whom she must defeat in order to pass the test. The vampire you were to face has escaped. His name is Zachary Kralik. He murdered, tortured more than a dozen women before he was committed to an asylum for the criminally insane. When
You bastard. All this time you saw what it was doing to me. All this time and you didn't say a word.
I wanted to.
Liar.
In matters of tradition and protocol, I must answer to the council.
How could you do this to me?
I am deeply sorry, Buffy, and you have to understand.
If you touch me, I'll kill you.
Because I've told you this, the test is invalidated. Now, whatever I have to do to deal with Kralik and to win back your trust.
You stuck a needle in me. You poisoned me.
Oh God, is the world ending? I have to research a paper on Bosnia for tomorrow, but if the world's ending, I'm not gonna bother.
You can't walk home alone, Buffy. It isn't safe.
I don't know you.
Jeez.
Did something take her memory? He's Giles. Giles.
Cordelia, could you please drive me home?
Of course.
I don't think she should be so mad at him because he is telling her about it now. He didn't go through with it.
Buffy?
Oh no.
Mother.
Uh-oh. The fact that they can't come into your home unless invited is kind of cool. Ay, ay, ay.
Mother. My own mother was a person with no self-respect of her own. So, she tried to take mine. 10 years old, she had the scissors. You wouldn't believe what she did with those.
Whoa.
But she's dead to me now. Mostly because I killed and ate her, but also because I know I won't be alone much longer. I'll have your daughter. I won't kill her, I'll just make her like me. She'll go to sleep. And when she wakes up, your face will be the first thing she eats. I have a problem with mothers. I'm aware of that.
He's a pretty good character. He's got panache. Serial killer turned vampire. She should have called Giles. You know, she does know a lot about vampire slaying, even if she's not super strong. She can still probably stake them. Maybe that's the point of the lesson. I mean, she's going through the lesson right now.
He's killed Hobson and made Blair one of his own. Your perfectly controlled test seems to have spun rather impressively out of control, don't you think?
Changes nothing.
I've told Buffy everything.
That is in direct opposition to the Council's orders.
Interestingly, I don't give a rat's ass about the Council's orders. There will be no test.
The test has already begun. Your slayer entered the field of play about 10 minutes ago.
Why?
I don't know. I returned there just as she entered. Giles, we've no business.
This is not business.
There we go. Maybe the lesson is I get by with a little help from my friends. Old Ringo Starr lesson. Doing good. Still hadn't slayed.
Hide and seek. Why did she come to the dark of the woods? To bring all these sweets to Grandmother's house.
Just trembling.
Oh, no, just a little lower, right there. Oh, yes. Oh. Thank you very much.
Oh, shit. It's got a little haunted house aspect to it. Or Halloween or Silence of the Lambs. Oh, it's gonna be a million pictures of her mother tied up.
If you stray from the path, you will lose your way.
Take it off.
Oh, because he has the headache thing. Took his pills.
Buffy?
His weakness.
Buffy, we have to go home.
Where are they?
No shit, Joyce.
Where are they?
Oh, is that holy water?
You don't seem to understand your place in all of this. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, she gave him.
What have you... My pills?
If I was at full Slayer power, I'd be punning right about now.
Whoa. So, drinking holy water kills him.
Oh, that man.
I can't get these. They're too tight.
Can't you just...
Not right now. Maybe there's some clippers around.
I was gonna say. Alright, Giles came through.
Congratulations, you passed. You exhibited extraordinary courage and clear-headedness in battle. The council is very pleased.
Do I get a gold star?
I understand that you're upset.
You understand nothing. You set that monster loose and he came after my mother.
You think the test was unfair.
I think you better leave town before I get my strength back.
We're not in the business of fair, Miss Summers. We're fighting a war.
You're waging a war, she's fighting it. There is a difference.
She passed. You didn't. The Slayer is not the only one who must perform in this situation. I've recommended to the council, and they've agreed that you be relieved of your duties as Watcher immediately.
What? No way.
Your affection for your charge has rendered you incapable of clear and impartial judgment. You have a father's love for the child. It would be best if you had no further contact with the Slayer.
I'm not going.
Wow.
No, well, I didn't expect you would adhere to that. However, if you interfere with the new Watcher or countermand his authority in any way, you will be dealt with. Are we clear?
We're very clear.
Congratulations again.
Bite me.
Yes. Well...
New Watcher? No way. Although he did just show Buffy that he had a father's love for the child. Take her to the ice show now.
He's been fired. He's unemployed. He's between jobs.
Giles isn't going anywhere, Will.
He's still the librarian.
Okay, but I'm writing an angry letter.
You know, nothing's really gonna change. The important thing is that I kept up my special birthday tradition of gut-wrenching misery and horror.
Bright side to everything?
I just feel better when I get my strength back.
Can't open the peanut butter jar.
You're loving this far too much.
Admit it, sometimes you just need a big, strong man. Oh, Will, give me a hand with that.
Oh, that was goofy. That was pretty... I mean, that was a great episode. It was a good episode. It threw this whole new thing at us that we knew nothing about, which is that Buffy had to go through some 18th birthday test. And we ended up with Giles getting fired, which is totally insane. Which means probably the next episode we'll have new Watchers show up. And that could be anything. Could be somebody we like, could be somebody we don't like. You know who I wish it was? I wish it was the fake Watcher for Faith. By the way, Faith never got her own watcher in all this time. I wish it was the fake watcher for Faith who was, if she was cool and not, you know, bad. Because I liked her, kind of. Someone like that would be good. A female. I hope it's a female watcher. A female watcher that is cool and pretty good, like her, but also, you know, a little contrary. You know, she's going to want to run things a little differently than what we're all used to, no matter what. That's for sure. No matter what it's going to be, she's going to want to, she or he is going to be like a different style watcher than, you know, Giles. So we're going to be like, well, we're not going to, there's going to be something we don't like. I can imagine. I can't imagine there'll be like some cool watcher that's cooler than Giles. So, it'll be something we don't like about them. It'll be someone we don't really like that much. I don't know if that's true. It's hard to really say. But this was a good episode. I do think it was kind of interesting. So Dad, you know, didn't take her on the ice capades because he's busy with work. Ice capades, ice show, whatever. And then she was kind of hinting she wanted Giles to bring her, as if he were possibly kind of a substitute dad. But he was too into, you know, doing his duty at that time and shooting her up. So he didn't really, you know, key in on that. But it was interesting because when he's like, you look too much like a father, as a father figure to her, said that right in front of Buffy, and that's when Buffy kind of realized, you know, of course he does, you know. And in fact, he did break the rule, you know. He didn't actually go through completely with this, except for he's highly compelled to, and he still broke the rule to tell her about it and everything. Of course, he didn't really do that until the vampire broke loose and everything, but still, I guess you could see her getting upset, of course. And at the end, they came back together. And Giles lost his fucking job because of it. So, you know, she could see, like, he did sacrifice by telling her. So here we are. And then, you know, the stuff with Angel was good, except for, again, those two. What happened to we can't be friends? That seems to have gone out the window. In this episode, at least. Because I think this might be the first episode since Spike was back that they really have, you know, a scene of them hanging out like friends. And wrestling together. Getting all physical. And him even going, you know, I loved you immediately when I saw you, and kind of telling her that. Also, she didn't really question him that much. Like, what the fuck do you mean you saw me before I became the Slayer? She asked him that, but she didn't really. You'd think normally you'd be like, well, what are you talking? Why were you watching me before I became the Slayer? But we could assume maybe they have that conversation off screen or something, I guess. Yeah, there wasn't much to it. I mean, there wasn't, you know, Joy, nothing really with Joy. She was kidnapped and stuff. It was mostly about Giles and it was mostly about her. Cordelia, you know, when Cordelia turned around and said, sure, she'd give her a ride home. What about, he's Giles. When Cordelia turned and said she'd give her a ride home, every once in a while Cordelia, that was like just a glimmer of Cordelia being like, yeah, okay, besides all this bullshit, you know, of course I'll give you a ride home if you look like you need help, you know. So, every once in a while you see Cordelia kind of drop the act, you know, and be a human being. Which was kind of, it's always touching when that happens. You know, there wasn't nothing really with Xander or Willow. Still haven't seen Faith. I know everybody tells me Faith was underage when they made this, so she couldn't, I guess for that reason they couldn't have her. I don't really know. What about all the other fucking underage kids that do TV shows? They all seem to work a lot. I thought we browbeat those little motherfuckers into acting for us. Act for us. But I guess for some reason they say because of that she couldn't work that much. So that's why, off screen, why she's actually not on in a lot of episodes. But she's still there. They haven't killed her off or anything, so. Well, they said something weird about her just early in the episode. With Faith off gallivanting or something. They said something like that. But that was never mentioned again, so I didn't quite understand what that meant. But anyway, it was a great episode. It was a good episode. It definitely forwarded a new aspect of the plot. Giles not being the Watcher anymore. Good Lord, I didn't see that coming. And, you know, Buffy's had to do some character growth. I mean, she did go through the test. It was I did think, you know, I did notice that it was I mean, whatever. Like, it wasn't, I didn't guess it, but when he chugged the holy water, you know, it was kind of like, aha, that's what happened. Also, we saw him die by drinking holy water. I didn't really know that could kill a vampire. Maybe they said that earlier, but I don't think we've seen that before. So she didn't have to actually stab him in the heart with a stake. I like that vampire too. He was, you know, he had a lot of character. You know, he was an ex-serial killer. I got a problem with mothers in general, so he's gonna turn Buffy and have her eat her mother. He was cool, kind of. You know, he wasn't a static, boring vampire. He was something akin to like a Spike or something, but for a single episode. Not like Spike, obviously, but, you know, in terms of having the flamboyancy of character. By the way, we haven't seen Trick in a long time. He's still around. He might some of these guys might crop up more. They might start ramping up some. In fact, this might be the beginning. I would imagine they might start ramping up some second half of the season stuff to build to a crescendo. And so, you know, maybe Trick will be in it more, or maybe, you know, we'll get some more stuff about the mayor. And all of this stuff that's kind of been introduced this season might start playing a bigger role. And now maybe having Giles be taken off Watcher duty might be something that's going to build and become some big climactic part of the season, I would imagine. Like maybe we'll have the new Slayer for the latter half of the new Watcher for the latter half of the season, and then maybe the new Watcher will die at the end or something like that. And Giles will end up being back as Watcher for season 4. I don't know, but that's my guess, because that's kind of typical of of shows. You know, you want to start ramping up, getting ready, planting seeds for your finale. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and if you like full reactions, link to my Patreon's down below, and we will see you next time. Okay, bye.